Welcome to this tutorial series about one of the best budgeting apps that I have found called MoneyWiz. I've tried different budgeting apps like all the usual suspects, YNAB, Intuit, MoneyStats, Outbank, Good Budget, Quicken, Personal Capital, Excel. Anyone? What I was looking for in all of them was a multi-currency, because I live in Switzerland and I routinely go to Germany to shop. Sometimes I have US dollars. Bank connection to automatically download my banks, especially European banks, as well as envelope budgeting, which is a particular style of budgeting where you distribute your money into different envelopes or pockets. YNAB, You Need a Budget, is famous for this style, as well as Good Budget. And I also wanted scheduling, to be able to schedule payments, expenses, and income into the future, as well as, of course, reports. So after searching through all of them, I found MoneyWiz actually really works great. It's highly powerful, highly flexible. All right, here we are on the main transaction screen of MoneyWiz, and this is going to be in the demo mode, which you have the option to start when you download the app. The app runs on desktop natively, as well as synchronized with mobile, and there is even an Apple Watch version coming out this year. So I'm just going to give a quick overview here, and then in subsequent videos we're going to get into the details. Down here in the bottom, you see your accounts, budgets, scheduled, and reports. You might remember this from the areas that I required are fit in here exactly. So in my accounts, I can choose to look at all transactions here, and then I see everything. One feature I really like is the spreadsheet style. So I can choose to go up here and sort either by date or by bulk, edit everything. So like, say, if I hold down my shift key, I can select all of these. So we have two different views here to look at all of our stuff, and then we can go into different accounts and see the different account balances. So down here I can now move things around either by the whole group. Up here I can have a group, so I can collapse these groups and see very easily what's what. And here I can add a new group. New group, I can assign it a currency, and I can add whichever currencies I want, including cryptocurrencies, and save it like that. Now I can add a new account. Here I can do the automatic bank connection, and there are different options. Whether I'm in the US and Canada or EU or South America, these are different third-party partners that will connect to your bank. So the bank connection is not handled directly by MoneyWiz. Most of these budgeting apps will use these third-party. In Europe, Salt Edge is the standard. Everyone uses that. So, or I can, of course, import, which is standard, or I can track manually. Now, besides the normal checking account, credit account, savings account, loan account, cash account, I can have investment accounts and a Forex crypto account. So these are all pretty standard. Of course, the simplest is the cash account, and then I can set an opening balance here, give it a name. Test cash. Here I have some different information. I can choose to include this account in my net worth, which you see up here in the top left, or in the group balance itself. I can choose now which group to put it in, and also which budgets it will react with. So I can choose only certain budgets, for example, like that. And now save. So here I have $100 opening balance, and it can be either reflected or not reflected in my net worth. So that's the basic overview of accounts. Budgets Again, we're just going here for basic overview. We'll get more into detail about the different types of budgeting and accounts and so on in subsequent videos. So we have two types of budgets, either an expense budget or an income budget. And income budget is very nice because it counts up, and an expense budget counts downward. So if I create an income budget, I can now add money to the income. If I create an expense budget, like travel would be an expense budget, I can tell here by seeing new expense, and then it would, I have $26,000 here in the expense budget. Nothing is spent. So for example, if I would add here a new expense, I could choose now the account, let's say credit card, and I'm going to do it in US dollars. Give it a test, pay, let's say I'm paying for accommodations. I can type something here, and let's say how much it's going to be. So if I put now $20,000, just so we'll see, right here you see it's 26,000, so I'm going to save that, and this white bar tells me how much I have spent. The red bar and the green bar in the middle show me that how much time is left. So the red bar is telling me, uh-oh, I'm a little bit overspending here because this budget is set up for a monthly budget. And now we're in the middle of the month. The red bar here shows the middle of the month, and I've already spent more than half. So I might want to watch out on that. If I would actually now go and edit this expense and say it was actually now 10,000, then I could bring myself back down in the green, and I have this white here to show me how much I have used. So the expense account and the income budget, expense budget and income budget work in a similar way like that, but one is building up and one is building down. There's also the options for, in the expense budget, there's options to repeat every month or year or day, week, and so on. There's an option if I want to roll over the balance or have a specific amount roll over, or just leave this for zero to roll over everything. Like that is very, very powerful budgeting system that's highly customizable. So in subsequent videos, I'm going to show how to set this up with envelope budgeting, which is popular in apps like YNAB, You Need a Budget, and Good Budget, and so on. But for now, we're just giving an overview. So we'll continue to scheduled. Scheduled here gives me a nice dashboard of everything that's all payments and income as well as expenses that are scheduled for the next whatever amount of time I want. Up here it's telling me these two are overdue because today is February 18th. So these two should be paid. If I now take this and pay it, I can again look at the details. Okay, I want to do like that and save. Now this can affect my budgets. If I've set up a budget to watch household maintenance, it's going to go into that. So we'll have a look right now at our budget again, and we'll go look at, well, there's actually no budget for household and maintenance. So we'd have to come back and have a budget that affects that expense. And reports. So reports are custom generated. So let's say I want a net worth account, a historical for the last 3 months. I could create a report right here about that. Let's say I want a net worth, and I can also create a forecast for the next 6 months based on my spending habits, budgets, and so on, and my incomes and so on. It'll give me an expected net worth flow right there. Let's say I want to look at my cash flow by time, income versus expenses. Okay, it's looking good, but in February I've had a lot of expenses because I had that $10,000 vacation. So I get a good overview like that. Reports are very powerful. I can save any of them as an export for looking at in Excel or I can just save it here and come back and visit those anytime right up here. So I can compare my budgets. Let's say I want to compare all my expense budgets, and then I just can create that right here and see, okay, my monthly budgets, all of this can be exported to Excel to look at, to compare data, to do whatever else we want to do with it.